We have had a doozy of a day.
What an excellent day for an exorcism.
All right, guys. So we're back. We're here with Krystle Martin from the Mean One, Cindy, you know who. So let's just get right into it. And how's your last few weeks been?
Oh, it's been such a whirlwind. It's like a dream come true. I keep expecting to wake up in the morning and talk about the crazy dream I just had, because this movie, The Mean One, we were just kind of a bunch of friends putting it together for fun and making the best movie we could, of course, but we never expected it to take off in the way that it has. And we've had so many fans reach out and say that this is going to be part of their new Christmas tradition, which just means the world to us. And it being in theaters, it's a first for a lot of us, getting to see ourselves on the big screen. So that's been a dream come true for sure.
Oh, well, I just want to say congratulations on all the success of this. Much
Thank you.
deserved. I did see the movie, and wow, it's not very often you see an indie horror movie blow up like this, and well, I think it's starting to happen more and more now. So
Thank you.
it's about
Yeah,
damn time.
We're hoping that this kind of paves the way for even more indie
Oh.
features to get their moment in the limelight.
Oh well, yeah, it's about time for the big companies to step aside and let everybody else get a little bit of that,
It was our chance.
Yes. Um. Well, I want to start off with. Did you audition for Cindy?
I didn't, because I had worked with the director, Stephen Lamorte, before on a Powerpuff Girls fan film, short film.
Oh, wow.
I did Bubbles. I think that's still out on YouTube somewhere. If anyone wants to find that, it's called Powerpuff Girls: The Long Way Back. And so we had done that together maybe 4 years prior. And then he reached out. He didn't have a lot of time, so he wasn't auditioning. But he had this crazy idea and wanted to create a trailer based on a green grump in a Santa suit, classic tale that everyone knows, but he kind of wanted to put his own like horror action spin on it. And I said, that sounds amazing. So we shot it in like 4 days, and it came out at the end of last year around Christmas time. He had it done in like 2 weeks, like
Wow.
shot and edited and put out there just in time for Christmas. And everybody loved it. Like, and then we're asking, well, when does the film come out? And he's like, oh no, there's no film. That was it. That was it. Just the trailer for fun. And then people kept asking. So he got together with actually one of the same writers that wrote our fan film for the Powerpuff Girls, Flip Kobler, who also plays my dad in The Mean One. And he teamed up with his son, Finn Kobler, and they wrote the script. So I got a call in like February or March. And he's like, so I know you heard out my last crazy idea. Here's another one for you. I think we're going to make a feature. And I was like, wow. What, really? And I kept waiting for him. He was talking about producers getting involved, and some of the roles were changing and all that. And I kept waiting for him to be like, so just wanted to let you know, we're not going to use you, but thanks for letting us get this off the ground. And there would have been no hard feelings or anything. I get it. It's part of the industry, but I was really psyched that he continued to use me, because it's a really fun character.
Well, so y'all shot that in March of this year?
Yeah.
Wow.
It was a crazy production schedule.
So usually when indie movies, they'll be shot 2 years prior or something like that before they even, but this movie, wow, that's what.
Stephen Lamorte's hustle, it has always amazed me. He is a man that gets it done. He will see it through to the end. He will do it quickly. And now we're in theaters. So like you can see that pays off.
Is it only in Regal theaters or is it in multiple?
It was mostly Regal theaters. Since Regal doesn't exist in some areas, we made other arrangements for certain areas, but yeah, primarily Regal.
Sweet. Which that's where I seen it as Regal, because It's where I usually go to. Unfortunately, it wasn't in the closest one to my town. It was in Nashville, and that was like over an hour away, but well worth
Yeah,
it.
we would have
Well
loved
worth
to have been in more, but we've already had a Christmas miracle being in theaters at all. And the fact that we were in 162, I believe, across the US is pretty major. And I wish people didn't have to drive, but I'm visiting family right now, and they all want to see it. So yeah, we're making the drive too. So it's not just you. I wish I could show up at the nearest theater and be like, can you just play my movie for a little bit for my family?
I want you to be prepared. You will probably start and get booked for conventions.
That would be amazing.
I could see it happening. Look what happened to David Howard Thornton with Terrifier.
He has actually been super helpful lately, because I did have a company reach out and ask for me to sign some posters for a convention that's coming up. They're going to have David sign them as well. And I reached out to David and I was like, I've never done this before. What do I do? What do I say? How much do I charge? I have no idea like what I do. And he was super sweet and generous with his time and like walked me through it all. And things you never think about are like, you can't just use the same signature that you use on your checks, because that would be bad for everyone to have. So I had to like sit down for like an hour and like figure out what I want my public signature to be. I had never really thought about that before. And also that you apparently want to figure something out where you don't have to use your wrist a lot, because you don't want to have carpal tunnel by the end of a signing at a convention.
Yeah. Well, that has to be exciting to get to experience that, though. Like, people want your autograph now.
Yeah, it's unreal. And then we were at LA Comic-Con recently we had another short film come out based on Constantine. That was cool.
I love that.
Yeah, and that's Nate Lyle's director. Woo! That was a fun one. We got to do our own panel and do a Q&A after. But while we were there, it occurred to me for the first time that I could have some people cosplaying as Cindy next year at this time. That was kind of a moment because the ending wardrobe is very particular. And I think it kind of, I had a light bulb moment and I was like, that's why Steven made it like I wear like a bright pink top underneath a tactical vest. And I'm like, that's why you didn't just go with all black, because now that's going to be cosplayed and I mean, we hope.
Yeah.
I love that that's going to stand out, and I might see that next year.
Well, hopefully it comes to the point where people are tattooing you on them.
Oh my goodness. I can't imagine.
Well, David Howard Thornton, he's, even though it's art, but still. Speaking of David, how was it working with him?
Oh, he is such a talent. I mean, just raw talent. He's covered in all of that makeup and prosthetics, and still he has this humanity about him and in his character that, he has such great body awareness, and he does all of these gestures and everything. And that's a huge part of his amazing character. But also there's a subtlety behind the eyes that I got to connect with. And we have kind of a moment between our characters where we're really figuring each other out. And I couldn't have done that if he weren't the amazing actor that he is. And it just made my job really easy.
Oh, yeah. He's great at not having words. That man can act. Of course, what was he? He was a mime, right?
Yeah, he went to mime school, yeah.
Yeah, so, but yeah, we actually interviewed him after Terrifier come out on Netflix. And he was he was a waiter in New York at the time. So that's way before it really blew up. And now I'm sure he don't have to wait tables no more.
Yeah. It really just goes to show that you kind of just need that one yes. And being as prepared as you can be to have your moment and then shine when it comes. That's all we can hope for.
Well, we'll be looking out for new roles, I'm sure. People wanting you in more movies and convention signings. I'm sure it's going to happen. It has to happen. There's no doubt about it. Yeah, well, I'm actually friends with someone around here, the Full Moon Tattoo and Horror Festival, and you best believe I'm going to be like, hey, You should get her. It's next
Thank you.
April.
Appreciate
It's
that.
Easter weekend, so I'm sure people would love it. And I wish they can get David too and have y'all both together.
Oh, that'd be so much fun.
And just think
Just
of this would
hanging
be
out.
you to be dressed up in that and him dressed as the mean one.
That'd be really cool. I like that
Some
idea.
squared off pictures.
Yeah. We took
Yeah.
some on the red carpet of us like fighting. It was great.
Heck yeah. Let's see what was that. So when you got the news that the mean one was #2 in theaters, how that had to be huge.
Oh, I'm pinching myself every minute of every day right now. Like it's just we did it. I mean, every bit of news that comes out that people are enjoying it, like it's just unreal. It's amazing.
Yeah, I actually just made a post before we got on here about saying how good it was and everything, and tagged you in it. And the Mean One Instagram page said thank you. So yeah,
Yeah.
Are you noticing your followers grow on Instagram and stuff?
Yes, I am. It's been really cool because I remember when I was excited about like 500 followers, and I think I'm up to like 2,600 now, and I've definitely seen an influx since the movie was announced and then released, and each time it's just kind of steadily going up now, and we're really trying to engage everyone. Like we're just so happy that people are enjoying it, and when people are posting their own reviews and stuff, like you'll see all of us go on there and be like, thank you, so glad you enjoyed it, because this is a 100% grassroots campaign. Like we don't have studio backing, we don't have a huge marketing team to put us out there. So every time people love it and go and write us a review on IMDb or Rotten Tomatoes, especially verified reviews on Rotten Tomatoes, another thing that you don't realize is important. I guess you have to have like an email address that matches Fandango and Rotten Tomatoes, and then they can tell that you bought a ticket, and so it's verified. And then if you leave a review, that one counts for so much more. But that's like I didn't know that beforehand, and a lot of our friends and family who want to help out were like, wait, what? I have to have matching emails? It was a whole thing. So if you've gone to see it and you love it, please leave us a good review. I think some of the critics didn't really get what we were going for. So when we have fans come and see it and they're excited about it and they want this to be their new Christmas tradition, like, yes, that's what we were going for. The cult favorite, like silly Gremlins like feel, and just a feel good movie, and enjoy your popcorn and watch it. Like that's what we want.
Well, I don't think you have to worry about the critics no more, because it looks like the fans is all that matters really. And these numbers from the opening weekend, getting on the money side, on IMDb it says it made $218,000 opening weekend. So
yeah.
I'm sure a lot of indie directors wish their movies could come close to that. Which I don't know the budget of this movie, but I don't want to get into all that. But now it's saying gross worldwide is over 300,000. So.
Oh, I hadn't heard that number. That's exciting.
Yeah, it's changed since I looked at it earlier today. So by next weekend, I'm sure it's going to be at least, I hope it's well over 500,000.
Oh, bless you. Thank you. That'd be amazing.
Yes.
We are now going up against Avatar, which is
God.
encouraging,
exciting,
and terrifying.
I want to root this. What if this movie blew it out the water and popped up #1?
Yeah. Oh my. Yeah. I mean, we're not expecting that at all. But if we could just hang in there and get extended for another week so that we can be in theaters on Christmas, oh, that would be amazing. Dream come true. Because it's a Christmas movie. Like to be in theaters still on Christmas Day would be amazing. But we have to get people going to see it, and that's what we're hoping this will happen this week.
Yeah. Well, like I said, I'm gonna try to. I should have this up as soon as we get off here. I'm going to try to upload it and post like crazy for y'all, because I always love helping the indie community, because they need more help than anybody.
Thank you.
They don't have millions of dollars in advertisements. And,
right.
Yeah, it's simply amazing to see how much success y'all are having. And so I want to bring this up. because and one of the scenes in the movie, I don't want to give nothing away. You are practicing for something, and you're looking like a complete badass.
Thank you. That's
And
my favorite movie.
when I saw that, you also reminded me of somebody else.
Oh
And
yeah,
yeah, Ronda Rousey.
I get that a lot.
Which
Uh,
hey, that's not a bad thing at all.
oh no, it's a total compliment. I absolutely take it as a compliment. I actually was her stunt double on a TV show called 911 for 6 episodes.
Well, makes sense. You have a lot of features like her, and you know it looked that was you doing all that, right? Did you
Oh
do
yeah,
all that? Then
yeah.
you look phenomenal for real. You're
Oh,
just
thank you so much.
uh,
Yeah, I've been doing stunts for about 12 years now.
mm,
It actually kind of took over career-wise for a while. That was where I was making money, so I just kind of stuck in that world for a while, and I totally love it. But I had started in acting when I first came to LA, and I do love acting, so I was getting a little sad that I wasn't, getting to enjoy that side of things as well. And so this year, I really kind of manifested that I wanted to do more acting as well. And then I got this was actually my first starring role in a film. I had been, I had starred in web series and short films and things like that. But it wasn't until we were like a couple days away from shooting and I was going over the script and I was like, had this epiphany that I've never starred in a feature before. So this was new territory and trying to keep it all straight when you're shooting out of order. I totally understand now why actors in Hollywood will go on about the luxury of shooting in order and that would be really difficult to do because if you have one location that's in multiple scenes, well, it just makes sense to shoot that location all at once. I definitely leaned heavily on our director Steven and Anila, our script supervisor, to just be like, okay guys, where am I in this scene, what has happened, and trying to keep it all straight every day in such a tight shoot schedule was a challenge, but exciting.
you said very tight because y'all shot this in March, or was it March or May?
March, and then we took a little break because we were still finding our sheriff, and then we came back and shot the sheriff scenes. Shot the sheriff. But I think we did like 15 days total, so it was really tight. Wow. Or maybe I just did 15 days and they did a few extra that I wasn't in, but
still,
yeah, very tight. And then they got it all edited like by October. I think they had a picture lock in October, and then we started announcing things in November.
Wow, that is very. I feel like that's unheard of with
it's amazing
indie movie.
Yeah, yeah.
Hell, I think that's unheard. That's definitely unheard of in any kind of movie, really.
Yeah, that's all Stephen Lamorte and Amy, our producer, and Martine Malul, another producer, and they made it happen. They're no lack of hustle.
Oh yeah, I just want to send just like all the greatness to all y'all because damn it, man, y'all, that just makes it even more inspiring that it started this year and now it's out and we're how many days away from Christmas? Like 10, somewhere around there. And but yeah, that's gives me goosebumps thinking about it because I'm happy. I'm happy for all y'all because I can see the movie. The movie had all kinds of love. I could feel it when I was watching it. I was
Thank you. Definitely a passionate group of hardworking individuals.
You got to be to do 15 or so days and then have it out less than a year from when you shot it. So
and everyone's pulling double, triple duty trying to get everything done that needs to happen on set. Every time they needed to turn over a scene, everyone's out there laying down fake snow and bringing out the props and set deck, and everyone's doing it all. And someone's helping me figure out what costume I'm supposed to be in for the next scene, and everyone's juggling and making it happen.
Well, there was one thing I want to say, but it would be, I don't know if it'd be giving anything away, but is there gonna be possibly maybe a sequel?
Oh, I mean, we can hope.
Well,
That will just depend on how it goes with the fans, and maybe if we can stay in theaters till Christmas, I think that would definitely help our cause. But I would love to see what happens with Cindy next.
yeah, I would too. I definitely would love that. What was it? Yeah, like the ending of this movie, it confused me at first when I saw what happened. I was like, "Woo!" So I'm not gonna say nothing else. I'm not
A little bit
spoiling
of a
this at all.
twist, yeah.
Yeah, I'm like, and then what the because this movie does have a narrator. I can say that, just like the old tale or whatever.
Yeah, Chris Sanders kills it as our narrator, and it's
Oh,
funny because, um, like I said, the critics, were a little confused on what we were going for, but man, they loved David and they loved our narrator, across the board. So I'm glad that worked out for them and that they at least got that part of it.
yeah. Well, just y'all look out for something he says at the end of this movie. The very end of it, you'll know what I'm talking about when you hear it. You're like, huh? What?
What?
Yeah, yeah. I was like, when I heard that, I was like, I screamed out. I was like, what? Huh? So yeah, I got excited and to see um the mean one, the grumpy green guy, and you go toe to toe was because I think you even see that in the trailer, so I'm not giving nothing away there.
Yeah.
Am I right? There was that little
Yeah,
bit.
no, it's a
Okay,
trailer. Yeah.
okay, that yeah. Hey, what better way to see the green, the mean one, uh, doing some MMA?
Yeah, it was really fun to get to fight him. And I meant to mention, like, if anyone has seen the movie, you may notice that I wore this in the movie as Cindy. So this little Easter egg for you guys. I ended up
Oh,
liking this this sweater so much that they gave it to me because I didn't have a Christmas sweater. So
well, heck yeah, that's awesome. Well, I love it. I didn't even realize that. Well, now we know. I'm gonna do a little fantasy booking here. Since Ronda Rousey is in WWE, what if we can get you in there and it's like she's facing herself?
oh, that'd be cool.
Yeah.
I really hope she does come back to acting. I would love to double her again. It was really fun because people would confuse us all the time on set. I remember one day in particular, someone was standing there with a radio and I was ready to go in costume and they had me come out and get ready to go. And she was like, no, I'm standing here with her right now. And I was like, who are you looking for? She's like, you're Rhonda, right? I was like, no. I think maybe the other person has Rhonda. I'm Krystle. But that would happen all the time and we would just laugh about it.
So she sounds like she's a really cool person.
Yeah, absolutely she is. She has that kind of aloof, tough exterior that she, is part of her branding, but she's really a sweetheart and she loves her man. They got to do an episode together and it was really cool to watch them. And yeah, they're super sweet together.
I'm a big wrestling fan, and I've been watching her on, especially when she first come out on I think it was WrestleMania. That was pretty wild to see.
She's a beat. Yeah.
And now she's got a baby. Well,
Yeah.
I'm sure he's a little older now. Is he one? I can't remember. I don't know. But anyways, I think he's getting close to it if he is. But yeah, she's back in WWE. But like I said, that'd be pretty funny. Pretty cool to see you get pulled on WWE too. I might have to tweet that out there. Like, hey, I just interviewed a stunt double for Ronda. WWE. Y'all should do a match.
Well, and she's so great at her own stunts as well. So it was just I remember one day in particular, we had done a previs and like come up with a fight scene and we showed her and we knew that she would end up doing a lot of it herself. That was actually the day that Travis was there as well, her husband. And they were going to do this fight scene together. So we just kind of came up with a choreography and showed her. And as we're walking away, she's like, yeah, I'll have to get your information because people always ask me if I have a girl, and now I can say yes. And she's like, and I like the way you fight. And I like kind of stopped in my tracks, and I'm like, I can die now. Like Ronda Rousey likes the way I fight. I'm done. Like career made.
So yeah, well, maybe when she does return to movies, she can, if she has your info, then she can request you for that. So. Hey.
I mean, that's what we call the golden ticket instance, is if you were to get on an actor's contract and be their double, that'd be really, really amazing.
Well, I hope that works out for you like that. And I'm excited to see what happens next for you. And hopefully maybe we'll get a part 2.
Yeah, thank you. That would be amazing.
And I'm gonna put what's the saying? Put the feelers out there and hopefully see if I can get Krystle Martin at Full Moon Tattoo and Horror Festival.
Thank you.
I'm gonna send a message to the creator of it or whatever, and if she's interested, I will give her your email.
Thank you very much.
Yes, I would love to meet you in person because we're gonna be there selling earrings and other stuff, and just promoting the podcast. But it'd be awesome to get to see you, and I want to see you succeed even more because seeing you in this movie really made me like you even more, and now even more because you're you're very sweet and more deserving than ever to get the recognition and all this. So everybody, go see this. We need this. We need $1 million. We need $1 million gross.
Support indie film. Thank you guys so much.
Yes, go see it in theaters. So next weekend it's there too. And if everybody goes and sees it, maybe we can get it for the weekend after.
Yeah. This weekend and then hopefully Christmas weekend. That's what we're going for.
Well, I'm gonna do all I can to help that, and I'm just like I said, I'm so happy for you, and keep killing it. And
thank you.
Hopefully we'll see you whooping somebody's ass in another film soon.
Thank you. Good luck with your podcast. Thank you so much for having me on.
Thank you.
Now it's time to say goodbye to the basement guys again. They would like to thank you folks for kindly dropping in. You're all invited back next week to this locality to have a heaping helping of their hospitality. Or that is, spooks and spells. Take your shirt off. Y'all come back now, you hear?